Hey everybody! So our phonics skill this week is ow and ow, right? So these are the two most common ways to spell that sound in English. The O-U, like in the word out. I'm going out for dinner. Out, right? Has that O-U at the beginning. The other way that you sometimes hear that same sound in words is with an O-W. Cow, cow, ow, right? And usually the way I think about it is that the OU is in the middle of the word, right? And that the OW is kind of towards the end of the word. But even that rule kind of breaks down over time, as you will see when I give you a few more examples, that it doesn't always work that way. But that's the way I think of it. Cow, out, okay? Beginning or middle of the word, and this one is more toward the end of the word, I think. Here, let me scoot up a little bit. This is the word pout. Pout means like a little baby is having like a tantrum. Pout, out, pout. So today what I want you doing when you're reading these words, because that's really what I want you to do at the beginning of the week, is read these words, look for what's the same about all the words, right? Really practice that. Out, shout. I'm going to shout for my favorite team. Go team. Out. Oh, there's one that jumped up on me here. This is the word mouse. Mouse. Don't leave crumbs on your floor, or you might get a mouse in your house. There would be another word. Let's see if it's there. There it is. House, right? House. So if it was me today as I was doing this, I would say, hey, look at these ow sounds that are in these words. These are OUs. And then later in the week, we will practice spelling some of these words or sorting some of these words, and that OU, 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 OU is going to pop up over and over again. Ow is one of our skills for this week. Now I'm going to hop over here and do the same thing with some words like how, cow. This is a tricky one. Down, down. It's not quite at the end, but it's toward the end. Town, town. Clown. So when you find these words, when you read these words with mom and dad, you're going to be looking for that OW again and again and again. So practice these words, list them out, read them to every member of the family, right? So sometime today in Seesaw, I'm going to want you to go to your Words of the Week page. And for today, at least, I want you to read those words. And if you want, just to practice those words, writing down a few of the OWs that I'm going to have you spell, and then some of the OUs that I'm going to have you spell. Okay, and some of these words are kind of medium, a little bit trickier than your typical week. So it's going to take a little bit of practice to get some of these words down. Like the word ground has a lot of extra sounds in there other than just the OU. Sure, it's an OU word, but then you also have to hear the R and the N, and those can be sounds that we miss when we're slowing the words down. Right? Everyone knows what I'm doing when I touch my arm, right? When I touch my arm, like if I was going to sound out number 3, I would touch my arm every time I hear a sound. Ow. Oh. So I know there are 3 sounds in there, even though there are 4 letters, right? So it might help you a little bit to, some people touch their head or their arm when they're trying to spell some of these words. These next 2 words are a little bit challenging because they're from a couple weeks ago. They're review words. Instead of practicing the OW or the OU, these are practicing our AR sounds that we were doing a couple weeks ago, right? Like chair and shark. And then these last 3 words are words you use a lot, like family. We're always talking about family. For, so there's a math word, a math number in there. And then the word here, so there's kind of a healthier word that has to do with our body and how it functions. So these words you read a lot, you see them a lot, you write them a lot, They don't fit the skill at all. They're just high frequency words that I want you to go ahead and practice. Okay? If you could send this back to me, I'd love to see your hard work. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.